I still remember the exact second the rage turned cold. Not hot. Not loud. Just ice. I was sitting in my car outside my parents' house on Christmas Day, engine off, staring at the dashboard clock while inside they laughed over gifts I'd bought. My 8-year-old son had just unwrapped 2 pairs of my father's old hunting socks, still smelling faintly of motor oil, and said, "Thanks, Grandpa, these are warm." I didn't cry. I didn't yell. I just thought, this ends today. And it did. My name is Ethan. 37. Anesthesiologist in a gray Ohio city where winters feel like they last 11 months. Married to Sarah, ER nurse, sharper than most scalpels. 2 kids, Caleb, 8, gentle as hell, Lily, 6, asks questions that cut too deep sometimes. On paper, we look comfortable. 6-figure salary. Brick house with a leaky basement we keep promising to fix. But underneath, student loans that still wake me up at 3 a.m. malpractice premiums that feel like blackmail. A retirement account we feed scraps. The quiet math of a life where one bad month could unravel everything. And then there's my family. Dad, Ron, 64, retired heavy equipment operator who still walks like he owns the job site. Mom, Grace, the woman who apologizes to furniture when she bumps it. My older sister Brooke, 39, content creator, who films herself applying serums and calls the 12 likes a month passive income. Her husband Jared consults, mostly Reddit stocks and resentment. 3 kids who never seem to hear the word no. I've always been the spare parts drawer. The one who left for college on loans and grit. The one who didn't ask for help, because when I did, at 17, begging for a cosign on a $4,800 beater car so I could get to volunteer shifts, Dad looked through me and said, "Real men earn their own wheels." 2 years later Brooke got a new SUV. Co-signed. Down payment covered. Insurance gifted. Pattern set. I told myself it didn't matter. I built my life anyway. Became the doctor. Paid the price. Literally. 18 months ago Dad called at dawn. I was scrubbing in for a 12-hour spine case. "Need a quick favor, son." His voice had that practiced casualness. New diesel pickup. 80-something thousand. Credit shaky from old medical debt. Just your name on the loan. I'll handle every payment. You won't even notice. I read the papers. Title in his name only. Liability joint. I signed anyway. Because refusing would become the story they told at every holiday. Ethan, too good for us now. The first payment drafted from my account. Then the second. Third. I called. "Dad," we said. Temporary glitch, he cut in. "I'll fix it next week." He never did. 18 months. $50,000+ later, I kept telling myself, one more month, then boundaries. Then came November. Dad on speaker while I ate cold cafeteria turkey, "Christmas this year, whole clan. 18 people. Your mom wants it perfect. With prices, you know how it is. You make good money, Ethan. You can handle the heavy lifting." I stared at my tray. He wasn't asking. He was informing. I said yes, once. Last time. Wrote it on the fridge with Sarah, final bailout. The bill climbed. Flights. Catering. Hockey suite. Gifts. My card hit $14,400. Christmas afternoon my kids opened $20 gift cards and Grandpa's worn-out socks. Brooke's kids tore into new iPhones and a gaming console. I smiled for the photos. Took one breath outside in the snow. And decided the truck payment died January 2nd. January 2nd, 8:47 a.m. Anesthesia lounge. Laptop open. Clicked cancel autopay. Screen blinked, confirmed. Heart didn't race. It settled. January 5th came. No draft. January 15th, a thick envelope from the credit union landed on our counter. Past due. $2,812.37. Late fees incoming. Sarah looked at me over coffee. "You ready for the fallout?" I nodded. I'm done carrying him. Phone blew up 2 days later. Dad. Ethan, what the hell did you do? His voice cracked with fury. I stopped paying for a truck I don't drive. Silence. Then screaming. You're ruining me. After everything. I hung up. First time in my life. That night. Kitchen light only. Sarah and I spread the papers across the table. Loan docs. Statements. Credit card charges circled in red. Every cancelled vacation. Every skipped home repair. Every smaller birthday for our kid so his could have more. I felt sick. Not from guilt. From how long I'd let it happen. Sarah touched my hand. You're not the villain for stopping. Short sentences now. Raw. I know. Pause. But I let my kids open used socks while I paid for iPhones. Voice cracked. That stops now. Next morning another letter. Notice of intent to repossess. 30 days. I called the credit union one last time. Can he refinance a loan? No. His credit won't qualify. So the truck would go. My credit would take the hit, maybe 70 points. Temporary. Survivable. But here's the part that still burns. When I finally told Dad the repo was coming unless he found a way, he didn't beg. He didn't apologize. He said, "You always thought you were better than us." And hung up. That was the twist I never saw coming. Not the money. Not the truck. The moment I realized he never once saw me as a son. Just an ATM with a heartbeat. We're still paying our own bills. Kids are fine, more than fine. They have parents who show up. My credit will heal. The family. Fractured. Maybe permanently. I don't regret canceling that payment. I regret every month I let it run before I did. If you've ever been the family wallet, if you've ever paid to be loved. I see you. And I'm asking the only question that matters now. If it were you, after everything. Would you have canceled that autopay? Or would you still be paying? Drop it in the comments. I read every one.